Hello once again on Dallas Cowboy Nation News. If it's the first time, please make sure you have been make subscription. So let's start on a trade rumors to watch closely on the Dallas Cowboy. Jordan Brooks from Dolphins remain one of the strongest outside trade rumors connected to the Dallas as the Cowboys continues searching for a more linebacker depth. Also, George Pickens continues to generate speculation because of his contract status, but there is no confirmed indication that Dallas intends to trade him. Tyler Gutton could become part of the potential trade package if the Dallas Cowboys decide to upgrade another position before a week 1 of the season. And the Lion Florida is emerging as the player whose strong preseason performances could either earn him a larger offensive role or increase his values in a trade discussions. So we will talk about these trade rumors in the Dallas Cowboys nation. The Dallas Cowboys are entering one of the most important stages of the 2026 NFL offseasons. As a training camp begins, expectations inside the organization are extremely high after Jerry Jones and the front office spent a month reshaping the roster through a free agencies, a trade, and the NFL draft. Now every position battles matter, and the league insider believe Dallas could still make another moves before the regular season kickoff. While much of the attention remain on the franchise quarterback Dak Prescott, a star receiver CeeDee Lamb, and a newly acquired wide receiver George Pickens. The biggest story surrounding the Cowboys this week is whether the front office will pull off another trade to strengthen the defense and offensive line. Around the NFL, executives know Dallas believes this roster is capable of competing for the Super Bowl, but they also understand there are still a few weaknesses that could prevent the Cowboys from reaching that goal. One of the hottest trade rumors involved is the linebacker position. Although the Dallas has added several talented defenders during the offseason, many analysts believe the Cowboys could still pursue another experienced linebacker before a week 1 of the season. One proposal that has gained attention links a Miami Dolphins linebacker Jordan Brooks to the Dallas. The rumored package would send offensive tackler Tyler Gutton and a late-round draft pick Miami in exchange for the Brooks. Giving a Dallas another proven defender in the middle of Christian Parker defense. At this stage, no agreement has been reported and the discussion remains speculations rather than an active deal. So the adding Brooks would immediately improve the Cowboys' run defense while giving a Parker another veteran capable of leading one of the NFL youngest linebacker groups. Brooks has consistently shown the ability to stop the run, blitz effectively, and cover running back in the passing situation. For the Dallas, adding that type of player could dramatically improve defensive consistency during the long regular season. Another storyline attracting attention is a George Pickens contract situation. Since arriving in the Dallas, George Pickens has become one of the league's most explosive receivers and an ideal complement to a CeeDee Lamb. So, however, his long-term contract has not yet been finalized, leading to constant speculations across the NFL cycles. Several reports suggest other teams are closely monitoring the situation, waiting to see whether the negotiation between George Pickens and the Dallas Cowboys progress will be determined. There has even been outside speculation linking him to a potential trade scenario, and if talks were to stall or thought there is no indication, so the Dallas is actively shopping him. Inside the Cowboys organization, however, the expectations appears very different. Leaders continue to view Pickens as a major part of the offensive future, and especially alongside a Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, trading one of the NFL most dangerous receivers would significantly weaken the offense unless a Dallas received an extraordinary offer in return. Training camp is also creating opportunity for the younger player to increase their value around the league. So the wide receiver Lion Florina has become one of the names generating excitement after impressive off-season performances. So some NFL observers believe that if the Florina continues to shine, he could either in significant offensive role or become an attractive trade asset that should Dallas decide to address another position through the late summer trade. The offensive line remain another major concerns on the Dallas. Protecting a Dak Prescott has become one of the Dallas' highest priorities, yet the battle of the left tackle remain unsettled, and Tyler Guston, Nate Thomas, and Luke Drew Shelton are all competing for the playing time. If none of the candidates clearly wins the position, some analysts believe the Cowboys could explore the trade market for the offensive line help before the season begins. Others believe the Dallas could simply move All-Pro Tyler Smith to left tackle while reshuffling the interior offensive line. Defensively, the Cowboys have invested heavily in young talent. A look safety Caleb Downs has already generated tremendous excitement inside the organization, with many coaches believing he could become one of the biggest defensive playmakers on the roster, alongside veterans such as Elishan Galley, Gwinnett Williams, and Trevon Diggs. Dallas believes its defense has the potential to become one of the NFL elite units if everyone stays healthy without an injury in those players of the Dallas Cowboys. Several league executives have also discussed which Cowboys player could command enormous value if they ever become available. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and Tyler Buckler, and Keenan Williams are viewed as the player worth first-round draft compensation because of their elite talent and positional importances. While Dallas has no attention of the trading day's cornerstone players, their value demonstrates how strong core of this roster has become. One position that could still see a movement is the cornerback room. Injuries over the past two seasons have created uncertainty, and several younger defensive backs are battling for the roster spot. A player such as Kalen Carson, Darion Kendrick, and Josh Butler and other face intense competition throughout a training camp, and if one player clearly separates him, Dallas could decide to trade another cornerback for additional draft capital or depth at another position. The Cowboys are also monitoring a death along the defensive line after defensive end Charles Snowden received a 3-game suspension under the NFL personal conduct policy. Although Snowden can participate in preseason activities, and his absence at the beginning of the regular season could encourage Dallas to add another experienced edge defender if the right opportunity becomes available before a roster cut. Perhaps the biggest season Cowboys fans should remain optimistic is confidence coming from inside of the locker room. Dak Prescott has publicly embraced the Super Bowl or burst expectations surrounding the franchise. So the veteran leader believe the combination of experienced staff, young draft picks, and aggressive front office gives a Dallas one of the deepest roster in the NFC entering the 2026 season. So let's continue on some trade rumors to watch closely in the Dallas Cowboys. Jadon Brooks, left back, Dolphins remain one of the strongest outside trade rumors connected to the Dallas as the Cowboys continue searching for a more linebacker depth. Also, George Pickens continues to generate speculation because of his contract statuses, but there is no confirmed indications that the Dallas intend to trade him. Tyler Guston could become part of the potential trade package if the Cowboys decide to upgrade another position before week 1 of the season. Also, Elian Freunau is emerging as the player whose strong preseason performances could aid in him large of